He has been one of the most respected leading men in cinematic history for nearly 40 years. But in 2026, Denzel Washington's true power isn't coming from his legendary on-screen monologues. It's coming from his unmatched leverage behind the scenes of the Hollywood machine. He has built a $300 million empire by quietly mastering a rule most actors learn too late. Never work for a salary when you can own the back end. And if you stick around, you're going to see exactly what that level of prestige buys in 2026. From a $20 million private kingdom in the clouds of Beverly Park to the hyper-luxury fleet that matches his legendary status. This isn't just a career, it's a masterclass in longevity, influence, and quiet power. By April 2026, Denzel isn't just an actor, he's an institution. While younger stars chase viral moments and streaming algorithms, he continues to command $20 million upfront fees, capped with massive back-end percentages. When Warner Brothers shifted his releases to streaming, they didn't just pay him. They cut him a historic $40 million one-time bonus check just to make up for his lost theatrical royalties. But this level of financial leverage wasn't an accident. To understand this wealth, you have to look at the pivot. He started his career on the stages of New York and the set of St. Elsewhere. But the real shift happened when he realized that the real money in Hollywood isn't in front of the lens. By stepping into the director's chair and securing primary producing credits, Denzel ensured that every time one of his films is distributed, broadcast, or streamed globally, he isn't just getting paid for his performance. He's capturing the equity of the asset itself. But this is where the empire becomes real. With a solidified 2026 net worth of $300 million, Denzel has built a lifestyle that is the epitome of quiet luxury. His passive income and producing catalog are so robust that he only selects projects that interest his artistic soul, including his highly anticipated historical epic Hannibal and the high-octane Netflix heist Here Comes the Flood. His primary residence is a staggering 30,000 square foot custom estate nestled inside the ultra-exclusive gated community of Beverly Park. Valued at over $20 million, this modern Mediterranean-style castle features a stunning stone facade with warm, earthy tones, grand wrought iron gates, and a massive circular driveway that easily fits 10-plus vehicles. The property functions like a private sovereign estate, complete with resort-like landscaping, manicured lawns, and elegant water features to ensure absolute seclusion. And just when you think it stops there, it doesn't. When business calls him to the theater capital of the world, Denzel retreats to his luxury apartment near Central Park in Manhattan. Purchased in 2006 and valued at over $10 million today, this high-rise sanctuary offers the ultimate East Coast privacy, placing him right at the heart of New York's cultural hubs while remaining entirely shielded from the noise of the city. But real estate is only one side of the empire. To understand his world, you have to look at how he moves through it. His garage is a curated expression of timeless luxury and control power. At the center is his black Rolls-Royce Phantom, a $450,000 symbol of pure prestige, defined by its towering grille, spirit of ecstasy, and a rear cabin built like a private lounge of black leather and lambswool comfort. For self-driven performance, he turns to his Aston Martin DBS, a V12 Grand Tourer with sharp carbon fiber lines, aggressive front aerodynamics, and the kind of low stance that signals quiet dominance. One of his most iconic collector moments came when his 1997 Porsche 911 Turbo, the final air-cooled generation, sold at auction for over $400,000, a rare piece defined by its wide arches and signature whale-tail spoiler. His Bentley Continental GT followed, with diamond-stitched leather and a hand-finished interior that reflects old-world craftsmanship at its peak. For everyday privacy, he relies on a black Mercedes-Benz S-Class, a silent executive sedan designed for rear-seat productivity and complete separation from public attention. His Range Rover Autobiography represents grounded luxury, a satin black SUV with a commanding road presence that blends protection, comfort, and subtle authority. And for total anonymity, he occasionally uses a Chrysler 300, a simple black sedan chosen specifically because it disappears into everyday traffic without drawing attention. For long-range travel, Denzel skips the headaches of commercial airports entirely. He frequently charters top-tier private jets, including the Gulfstream G650, to seamlessly transport his family and team from his home in Beverly Park to his film sets at Rome's Cinecittà Studios. The real secret to this empire isn't the money, it's the discipline. Behind the massive properties and the Oscar trophies, there is a level of personal stability that is almost unheard of in Hollywood. Denzel has been married to his wife, Pauletta, since 1983, a 43-year partnership that serves as the true foundation of his success. Together, they have raised 4 highly successful children, all of whom have carved out their own elite spaces in the entertainment industry as actors, directors, and Ivy League-educated producers, frequently collaborating on his multi-million-dollar film projects. But his legacy isn't defined by what he keeps, it's defined by what he gives away. Denzel has quietly donated millions of dollars to historic Black colleges, churches, and youth programs. Most famously, decades before the world knew his name, Denzel privately and anonymously funded the acting studies of a young Howard University student named Chadwick Boseman, allowing him to attend the prestigious Oxford Midsummer Program in England. Denzel Washington proved that you can climb to the absolute peak of the Hollywood mountain, build a multi-million-dollar fortress of wealth, and still keep your soul entirely intact. But even this is only part of the story. Because while Denzel was cementing his legacy as Hollywood royalty, another iconic leading man was quietly navigating his own massive financial transition, using a completely different corporate playbook to dominate. And what he's doing next could completely change how we see celebrity wealth.